Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you how to make a beaded backless kimono jacket with drawstring design. So if this looks like what you'd want to learn, do not forget to hit on the like and the subscribe button, and do it by turning on your notification bell so you can get notified when next we upload a new video. This is the front part and here is the back part. We actually bead the back and this is what it looks like. So if you're interested in knowing this, kindly subscribe to this channel and make sure you watch this video to the end. Guys, this is actually an interesting one. Let's get straight into the video. So guys, I've folded my fabric into 4 and the wideness of this is actually 18 inches. Okay, so I folded it into 4 and I am also going to be using the full length of this. You know, Ankara fabric, the length is 45, so if you want it longer, that means you fold it the other way. So this is actually 45 inches, so the length is actually okay for me. So next I'm just going to draw my line, my start line. This will serve as my shoulder line, and my shoulder measurement is 18. 16 divided by 2 is 8, so I will mark 8, and from there my sleeve length is 8 inches, so I'll add 1 inch for the folding, making it 9. Okay, so that will be the length of my sleeve. So from that point I'll come down by 1 inch to get my shoulder slope. So for the neck width I'm going to be measuring 3 inches. Okay, so you're going to measure 3 inches, then you connect from that point to that 1 inches to get your shoulder slope. So guys, this is our new shoulder line. Next I'm going to be marking my round sleeve measurement. Take your round sleeve measurement and divide it by 2. What I'm using is 18 inches, so divided by 2 is 9, so I just went ahead to mark 9 inches. This is going to be our round sleeve measurement. So from that point I'm just going to curve it down. Okay, I'm just going to curve it down. I'm going to mark it all the way down. Just go ahead and connect it down, then I'll go ahead and cut out. So just go ahead and cut out and make sure you follow the curved part and open up the side like so. And also you can go ahead and cut out the shoulder. You can add half of an inch as the seam allowance. I actually forgot to add half of an inch, so you can just go ahead and add half of an inch. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be marking 3 inches. You know, if the back is open and the front is going to have a collar, so I'm going to be marking 3 inches all the way down. Mark 3 inches all the way down. You can connect with your ruler because the back is going to be open, so we need to mark 3 inches, or you can actually make it 3 1/4, but since I use 3 for the neck width, so 3 is actually perfect for me. So after cutting out, this is what it looks like. Please, we are going to be using this pattern later. Okay, we are going to make reference to this later. When you open it up, you have 6 inches as the wideness of your neck. So I have 4 pieces like this. I'm going to mark the wrong side so I don't mix this up when sewing. So go ahead and mark the wrong side. I'm going to remove 2 and work with 2. So this will serve as our back pattern. So for this end, I'm going to be marking between 1.5 or 2 inches because I don't want the back to be straight. So I'm just going to fold this into 2 and get the midpoint of the center back. Remember, this is the back, the center back. Then I'm going to connect from that 1.5 inches where I just marked. I'll connect to the point where I just notched. Okay, then you cut out. So I don't want the back to be straight. When you open it up, you should have this effect. Can you see? You should have this effect. I don't want it straight, but it's optional. It's not a must for you to do this. So guys, the next thing I'll go ahead and do, I'm going to place them right side facing each other, the front and the back. I'll go ahead and stitch the shoulder using half of an inch. Join the shoulder, but you're not going to stitch it to the end. You stop like half of an inch to the end. Okay, so I'll go ahead and repeat the same thing to the second side. Please go ahead and stitch, but you're not going to start from the edge. So guys, after I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. Can you see? I've gone ahead to join the shoulder, and when you open it up, this is what you should have. Can you see? So to the part going to the center, the shoulder part, can you see that I didn't actually start my stitch from the end? So I left half of an inch. This is the center front and the center back. Okay, so for the center back now, go ahead and fold one part using half of an inch, because we were going to be adding beads. So I'll go ahead and fold that part, and also fold the hem of the back too. I actually folded the front part, but later on I have to loosen it because I'll be adding collar to the front. So go ahead and fold just the center back, and also you are going to be folding the armhole, the round sleeve. You're going to be folding half of an inch for the round sleeve. Okay, so guys, after I was done folding, this is what it looks like. I've actually folded my round sleeve, and also the center back. I folded just the center back. I folded just one part. I didn't fold the center front because it's going to be having a collar. So I'm just going to repeat the same thing to the other side. And I also folded the hem of my back. You can go ahead and fold the hem of your back. Okay, so you repeat the same thing to the other piece as well. I had to loosen this center front because I'll be adding my collar. So after adding my collar, I'll go ahead and fold it back. So right now, I'm going to be adding my band to the front. You know, this is the front. We've not folded the front. We didn't fold the front. So this is my band of 5 inches. I cut out 5 inches piece, and I folded in half of an inch. When you open it up, this is 5 inches. So I folded half of an inch on both sides, and I went ahead to fold it into 2 again. So the length of this totally depends on the length of you're going to measure your collar. You're just going to measure, and I have 44 inches. When you measure to your shoulder, it is 44 inches. So for the other side, you know, it's 2 sides, so it will be 88. And remember our neck, the wideness of our neck, when we cut out, it was 3 on 4. That means if you open it up, it will be 6. So you add 6 to that 88. So whatsoever you have is about 94 inches. So your collar should be longer than 94. Maybe you can make it 96 or so that you have excess. So guys, now I'm going to be placing my front right on the right side. I'm going to place the front pattern in between my band. Okay, I'm going to place it in between my band or my collar. Then I'll go ahead and top stitch. When I get to the shoulder, that shoulder joining, I'm going to stop. I'll pin it. Okay, then I'll make sure I measure my neck width, which is 6 inches. From that joining of my shoulder, I'll go ahead and measure 6 inches. You can go ahead and mark, then you place the other piece, the front piece, the other side, and you continue. So I'll head over to my sewing machine. I'll be showing you how to join this. We'll do this together so you don't get confused. This is actually easy. It's not difficult. You can pin this down and continue your stitch. Can you see that we're already having that effect, the collar effect on the shoulder? So this is what you should have. So I'll head over to my sewing machine and we'll do this together. So guys, this is the right side of my front pattern. So I'm going to place the right side in between my collar or my band. Open it up like so, and I'll be stitching. I'll place it in between 0.5 inches and I'll be stitching. You're going to top stitch. So you're going to be doing this, like I said, until you get to the shoulder. So go ahead and stitch using, place it in between using half of an inch. Then I'll go ahead and stitch until I get to my shoulder joining. Once I get to that joining, I'm going to stop. Okay, So this is it. I'm going to stop right now. Then I'll measure 6 inches for my neck width. Measure 6 inches, then you mark. When you mark, take note of that point. Go ahead and confirm your measurements again. Our neck width is 6 inches, so we are working with 6 inches. So go ahead and mark. After marking, then you can still go ahead and confirm to be sure of your neck width measurement. So you get the other parts, this is not joined together. The two sides are not joined together. So want to join them now, you go ahead and stitch separately until you get to that place where we marked. But before getting there, you take the other piece, the other part, and place this in between again. Just watch what I'm doing if you don't understand what I'm saying. So you are going to place it on that point where we marked. Then you are just going to continue sewing. You just go ahead and continue sewing until you get to the hem of your jacket. Guys, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly do so. Please subscribe to our channel and always turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when next we upload new videos or tutorials. So I've gotten to the end, and this is what it looks like. When I open it up, this is what you should have. Can you see that our collar is sitting well? And when you measure, you have 6 inches. So this is actually 6 inches, as you can see. So the next thing, I'm going to be placing my fabric right side facing each other. I want to sew the side seam, so I'm going to be sewing 1 inch as a seam allowance, and I'll go ahead and cut this excess collar, then fold the remaining part. Okay, like I said, I had already folded the hem before remembering that I've not added my band. I'll repeat the same thing to the other side. Stitch half of 1 inch. After I was done stitching, I've opened up the seam allowance and I gave it a good press. So from the hem, I'm going to be marking 17 inches or 18 inches from the hem, or you can even create your drawstring to your armhole, but I don't want mine to be too long. So I'll go out to my machine and stitch using half of an I'll stitch the sides, my seam allowance, and I've also created my straps. So I've done the other side. Let me show you what it looks like. Can you see? When you drag this rope, you should have this. When I try to drag it, you should have this. So you can actually make it longer. So I just wanted 17 inches for mine. So I'll head over to my sewing machine. I'll stitch it and show you what it looks like. Guys, after I was done stitching, this is what it looks like. And also, when you turn it to the right side, I don't know if you can see this very well, I have 2 lines. Okay, so I've created my channel to pass my straps through it. So I'll be using my safety pin. I'll pass my safety pin through the strap, and I'll go ahead and pass it through one of the channels that I just created. Okay, you are going to pass it until you get to that point where we marked, that 17 inches. You can make it more than 17, but I just want 17. So when you get to that point, you secure it with your safety pin so that this will not pull out. I'll repeat the same thing to the other side as well, and head over to my machine and top stitch the edge. Okay, and that will be the end. I don't want this video to be too long, so just go ahead and push this through until you get to the top. When you get to the top, you are just going to remove it from the side, secure with your safety pin, head over to your machine and stitch that top. Okay, so that it can be in place. Go ahead and stitch. So guys, I'm going to be showing you how to bead this. Okay, so I'll be using my crystal beads for this. You can use any other beads, and I'll be using my needle and thread. You can also use your fishing line, but this needle and thread is okay for me. And for our neck width, we still maintain 6 inches. So I'm going to be coming down by 2 inches to start first. From my shoulder line, mark 2 inches. Okay, and you repeat the same thing. You mark the same thing at the other side, mark 2 inches. So I'll start beading from that point. So pass your needle through the back first, and make sure you secure this very well. Okay, So you can secure it 4 times, 3 to 4 times, or even 5 times maximum. So just to keep it in place, make sure you secure it very well, okay? Like I said, you can use your fishing line, but a fishing line is actually strong too. So I'll be making use of my thread. So after I was done securing very well, please do this, make it tight. It shouldn't make it firm. So I'm going to be passing my beads until I get to my desired length, okay? So go ahead and pass your needle through the beads until you can measure until you get 6 inches, because the first one I'm going to make it, I'll make it the exact 6 inches. Then the next ones I can make it a little bit bigger. So when you measure, this is about 6 inches, so this is okay for me. So I'll go ahead and pass my thread through the right side and continue. I'll secure it very well. If you don't understand what I'm saying, kindly watch this. I also have a tutorial on how to make beads, okay? So you can actually watch that one. Is a tutorial on its own. I have it on my channel. You can watch that one for better understanding. It's still the same thing, the same process, how to make beaded fringes. So I'm going to secure this very well for like 4 times too, okay? Just make sure, just to be firm, to be sure that this is actually strong. So after finishing, I'll pass my needle through the beads again. This is just to reinforce it and to make it strong. Pass your needle through the center of your crystal beads until you get to your start line. Just go ahead and watch what I'm doing. This is just a way to reinforce it and to make this strong. So you're going to pass it through the center of your beads until you get to the end. And when you get to the first layer, you're not going to pass it through that first one. So you're just going to pass it through the one before the first layer and cut out. So by doing this, you've actually reinforced this, and this is actually going to be in place. So I will repeat the same process to the remaining one. So the distance actually depends on you. You can make it 1 inches apart, ½ inch or 1.5, but I'll be using 1.5. And I'll finish this up. I don't want this tutorial to be too long. I'll finish this up and show you the final look. Make sure you mark the same thing at the other side too, 1.5 inches apart. So guys, I'll finish this up and show you what it looks like. Okay guys, this is the final outcome, and this is what the front part looks like, okay? And here is our drawstring. So this is our drawstring that we just created. You can actually loosen this up, okay? And also this is the color. Can you see how pretty this is looking? And also this is the back. After I was done creating the beads or finishing up the beads, this is what it looks like. So if you are here to subscribe again, please do it by subscribing to this channel and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when next we upload a new tutorial. You can also share this with your fellow sew friends, okay guys? Until I see you in my next tutorial, bye.